Self-discovery, a guide to understanding yourself. Introduction. Who are you, really? Beneath the roles you play and the labels you wear, do you truly know yourself? Self-discovery, a guide to understanding yourself, is here to help you explore that very question. In this book, we'll take a deep dive into the heart of who you are. Through simple reflections and powerful insights, you'll learn to uncover your true self. You'll discover what drives you, what challenges you, and what makes you unique. This journey isn't about changing who you are. It's about understanding and embracing the person you've always been inside. By the end, you'll have the tools and knowledge to live more authentically, confidently, and with greater purpose. Each chapter will guide you through a new aspect of self-awareness, from understanding your emotions to identifying your core values. You'll also learn to overcome self-doubt, face your fears, and design a life that truly reflects who you are. So, let's begin. Your path to self-discovery starts now, and it's time to unlock the limitless potential within you. Chapter 1. The journey begins. Self-discovery is a powerful and transformative journey. But how do you begin? What does it mean to truly understand yourself? For many, the path to self-awareness feels uncertain. It can seem overwhelming at first, especially when we're used to the fast pace of life and the constant demands of others. But this journey doesn't have to be complicated. It begins with a simple yet profound question. Who am I, really? This chapter is about taking that first step toward answering that question. It's about understanding that self-discovery is not a one-time event but an ongoing process. And more importantly, it's about realizing that you have the power to shape your own story. Starting the journey, the power of awareness. The first thing to understand about self-discovery is that it begins with awareness. Many people live their lives without ever stopping to think about their true desires, feelings, and motivations. We get caught up in routines, roles, and expectations. Over time, we forget to check in with ourselves. But real transformation begins the moment you decide to pay attention to your inner world. Awareness is the key to self-discovery. Imagine for a moment that you're walking through a forest. At first, you may be rushing to reach your destination, but as you pause and take in your surroundings, you begin to notice the details, the texture of the leaves, the smell of the pine trees, the sound of the wind. The forest was always there, but only when you slowed down did you truly see it. In the same way, your inner world is always present, but when you pause and tune in, you begin to understand it. The process of self-discovery starts with being aware of your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. It's about creating space for reflection, even in the busiest moments. What holds us back? Many of us are afraid to embark on this journey of self-awareness. Why? Because it can be uncomfortable. For some, the idea of looking inward can feel unsettling. We might uncover things we're not ready to face, or perhaps we're afraid of discovering that we're not who we thought we were. But the truth is, self-discovery isn't about finding something that's broken or wrong with you. It's about understanding yourself deeply so that you can live more authentically. It's about peeling back the layers of who you are, free from judgment. It's about embracing your whole self, including your strengths and your imperfections. Think of self-discovery like clearing a garden. At first, the process might feel messy as you remove weeds and unwanted plants. But as you keep going, you start to see the beauty of the space you're creating. The weeds are not a reflection of the garden's potential. They are simply part of the process of cultivating growth. The role of curiosity in self-discovery. Curiosity is a powerful tool on this journey. When you approach self-discovery with curiosity, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Curiosity encourages you to ask questions and seek answers. It's about being willing to explore and try new things without judgment. Many people shy away from asking the deep questions about their lives because they fear the answers. But asking questions is the first step to understanding yourself more fully. It's about taking a step back and looking at your life from a fresh perspective. Ask yourself questions like, what do I truly enjoy doing? What makes me feel fulfilled? What are my greatest fears and where do they come from? These questions might feel difficult at first, but they are necessary. As you ask these questions, you create an opening for new insights and growth. The more curious you become, the more you will learn about yourself. Finding your authentic voice. Self-discovery is not just about what you learn, it's also about how you express what you've learned. Finding your authentic voice means having the courage to speak your truth and act in alignment with your values. It's about being confident in who you are, regardless of outside pressures. But here's the challenge. In a world that often encourages conformity, it can be difficult to stay true to yourself. There are so many voices around us telling us who to be, what to want, and how to live. It's easy to lose sight of your own voice in the noise. But when you begin to uncover who you are, you also begin to hear your authentic voice more clearly. And as you become more in tune with yourself, expressing that voice becomes easier. Think of an artist with a blank canvas. At first, the artist may be unsure of what to paint. But over time, as they listen to their inner vision, the brushstrokes become more confident. Similarly, the more you listen to yourself and trust your intuition, the more clearly your authentic voice will emerge. Small steps lead to big change. You might be wondering, how do I begin this process? The truth is, self-discovery doesn't require a grand gesture or a life-changing event. It starts with small steps. You don't need to have all the answers right away. Start by paying attention to your thoughts. Notice how you react in different situations. Reflect on what makes you feel alive and what drains your energy. Over time, these small observations will add up to a bigger picture of who you are. You can also practice mindfulness to help you tune into the present moment. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts without judgment. This simple practice can create more space for self-awareness in your daily life. Another important step is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and experiences can help you clarify your feelings and gain new perspectives. It doesn't have to be a long, detailed process. Even just a few minutes each day can lead to valuable insights. Embrace the journey. The key to self-discovery is understanding that this journey is ongoing. There is no final destination or perfect version of yourself. You are constantly evolving, and that's okay. Embrace the idea that you are always in the process of becoming. Think of your life as a book. Each day is a new page, and each chapter holds something new. Your journey of self-discovery is just the beginning of a lifelong story. There will be moments of clarity, but also moments of confusion. There will be ups and downs, but they will all shape who you are becoming. In the end, the purpose of self-discovery is not to find perfection, but to find authenticity. It's about living in a way that feels true to you. It's about embracing your flaws, celebrating your strengths, and understanding that everything you experience adds to the richness of who you are. The path forward. Now that you've taken the first step, the next chapters will guide you deeper into the process of self-discovery. We'll explore how to uncover your true desires, understand your emotions, and identify the values that guide your decisions. We'll also address the fears and self-doubts that hold you back, offering practical tools to overcome them. But for now, remember that the journey of self-discovery is not about reaching a destination. It's about exploring, learning, and growing along the way. With each new insight, you'll uncover more of who you are and why you matter. And most importantly, know that this journey is uniquely yours. Embrace it with curiosity, patience, and openness. The path to understanding yourself is one of the most rewarding journeys you will ever take. Chapter 2. Uncovering your true self. In the previous chapter, we began the journey of self-discovery by introducing the idea of awareness. Now we are going to take a deeper look at what it means to uncover your true self. This chapter is about peeling away the layers that have built up over time, expectations, roles, and influences from others, to reveal the person you truly are beneath it all. The mask we wear. From a young age, we are often taught how to behave, what to value, and who we should be. Society, family, and friends shape our sense of self through their expectations. Over time, these influences can cause us to build a mask, a persona we present to the world to fit in, gain approval, or protect ourselves from criticism. This mask isn't necessarily a bad thing. It helps us navigate the world and maintain relationships. However, over time, we may begin to identify with this mask as our true self. We start to believe that the version of us we show others is the version of us that matters. But what happens when we take off the mask? What happens when we start to question who we are beneath the roles we play? The truth is, your true self has always been there. It's just been hidden under layers of expectations, fears, and external influences. Uncovering your true self requires that you allow yourself to step out from behind the mask and embrace your authentic identity. Identifying the layers. To uncover your true self, it's important to identify the layers that have built up over the years. These layers might include societal expectations. Society tells us what is acceptable and what is not. We are taught to conform to norms, and in doing so we may lose touch with who we truly are. Family and cultural influences. The messages we receive from our family and culture shape our beliefs and values. While these influences can be positive, they can also limit our ability to express our authentic selves. Past experiences. Our past experiences, both positive and negative, can shape how we see ourselves. If we faced rejection or criticism in the past, we may carry those wounds with us, causing us to hide parts of ourselves in an attempt to protect ourselves from future pain. Fear of judgment. The fear of judgment can make us hide our true selves. We may worry about how others will perceive us, leading us to suppress parts of our identity in favor of what feels safer or more acceptable. Each of these layers contributes to the mask we wear, but they are not permanent. The first step in uncovering your true self is recognizing that these layers are not who you are. They are just influences that have shaped you. The power of self-awareness. The process of uncovering your true self begins with awareness. By observing your thoughts, actions, and feelings without judgment, you can begin to notice where you are acting in ways that don't align with your true identity. This practice of self-awareness helps you understand which parts of your life are authentic and which parts are driven by outside influences. Start by asking yourself simple questions like, do I feel truly happy with the choices I am making? What parts of my life feel forced or unaligned with my inner values? When do I feel the most myself? These questions are not meant to make you feel bad or guilty. They are meant to help you identify areas where you might be living inauthentically. Once you become aware of these areas, you can begin to make conscious choices to move closer to your true self. Rediscovering your passions. One of the most powerful ways to uncover your true self is to reconnect with your passions. As we grow older, life often demands that we focus on responsibilities, work, and other people's needs. In the process, we might lose touch with the things that once brought us joy. Your passions are often a direct expression of your true self. They reflect what excites you, what energizes you, and what brings meaning to your life. Reconnecting with your passions requires making time for them, even if it feels difficult at first. It means rediscovering what you love to do and giving yourself permission to pursue it. Whether it's painting, writing, dancing, or spending time in nature, your passions are a window into your soul. They are the things that make you feel alive and connected to yourself. By nurturing these passions, you open the door to greater self-awareness and authenticity. Overcoming the fear of being yourself. One of the most common obstacles to uncovering your true self is the fear of being judged or rejected. We are often afraid to show up as our authentic selves because we worry about how others will perceive us. This fear can be paralyzing, but it's important to recognize that living authentically is worth the risk. When you begin to embrace your true self, you may face resistance from others. Some people may not understand or approve of your choices, but that's okay. The more you allow yourself to be true to who you are, the more you will attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are. Remember, authenticity is magnetic. People are drawn to those who are unapologetically themselves because it creates a sense of trust and connection. By living authentically, you give others permission to do the same, releasing limiting beliefs. As you uncover your true self, it's important to examine and release any limiting beliefs you may have. Limiting beliefs are those thoughts and beliefs that hold you back from living your fullest life. They are often rooted in fear, doubt, or past experiences. Examples of limiting beliefs include, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve success or happiness. I'm too old to change. I can't be my true self and still fit in. These beliefs can prevent you from fully stepping into your true self. The key to releasing them is recognizing that they are not facts, they are simply thoughts that you have accepted as truth. Once you become aware of them, you can begin to challenge and replace them with more empowering beliefs. Affirmations and positive self-talk can be powerful tools for shifting limiting beliefs. By repeating statements like, "I am worthy of love and success," or "I am enough just as I am," you rewire your subconscious mind and begin to believe in your true potential. Embracing vulnerability. To truly uncover your authentic self, you must be willing to embrace vulnerability. Vulnerability is the willingness to be open, honest, and authentic, even when it feels uncomfortable or risky. It's about allowing yourself to be seen as you truly are, without the mask or the walls you've built to protect yourself. Vulnerability is not a weakness, it is a strength. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you create deeper connections with others and with yourself. You also open the door to greater self-acceptance. Vulnerability allows you to embrace your flaws and imperfections as part of your authentic self. Moving forward, a life of authenticity. Uncovering your true self is an ongoing process. As you continue on this journey, remember that you are not defined by any one role or label. Your true self is dynamic, ever-evolving, and multifaceted. The more you align your actions with your values, listen to your inner voice, and embrace your authenticity, the more you will experience the freedom and fulfillment that comes with living as your true self. In the next chapter, we will explore how to use this newfound self-awareness to understand your emotions and how they play a key role in your journey of self-discovery. Chapter 3. The Power of Self-Reflection. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth and self-discovery. It's the process of looking inward, pausing to examine your thoughts, emotions, and actions with intention and clarity. In this chapter, we will explore the power of self-reflection and how it can help you understand yourself on a deeper level. We will also discuss practical ways to incorporate self-reflection into your life so that you can begin to uncover more about who you are and what you truly want. Why self-reflection matters. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind. We are constantly busy, moving from one task to the next without taking time to check in with ourselves. However, without self-reflection, we risk living on autopilot, unaware of the choices we are making or the direction we are heading. Self-reflection gives you the space to slow down and truly think about your experiences. It helps you understand why you feel the way you do, why you make certain decisions, and what patterns you may be repeating in your life. By taking the time to reflect, you create the opportunity for insight, clarity, and growth. Think of self-reflection as a mirror. Just as a mirror reflects your physical appearance, self-reflection helps you see the inner workings of your mind and emotions. It allows you to step back from your thoughts and view them with more objectivity, which leads to greater self-awareness. The benefits of self-reflection. Self-reflection brings many benefits to your life. Some of the key advantages include clarity. Reflection helps you understand your thoughts, emotions, and desires more clearly. It provides clarity about your goals, values, and life purpose. When you reflect on your experiences, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and what truly matters to you. Emotional awareness. By regularly reflecting on your emotions, you can begin to recognize patterns in your emotional responses. This awareness allows you to manage your emotions more effectively and respond to situations in a healthier way. Personal growth. Self-reflection promotes personal growth by encouraging you to identify areas where you can improve. It provides an opportunity to learn from your experiences, make adjustments, and continue moving forward in a positive direction. Better decision-making. When you reflect on your past decisions, you can evaluate what worked well and what didn't. This helps you make better choices in the future, avoiding the same mistakes and learning from past experiences. Increased mindfulness. Self-reflection increases mindfulness by encouraging you to be present in the moment. It helps you develop the ability to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. This leads to greater mental clarity and emotional balance. How to reflect effectively. While self-reflection is powerful, it's important to approach it in a way that is productive and effective. The goal of self-reflection is not to dwell on past mistakes or to criticize yourself. Instead, it is about observing your thoughts and emotions with curiosity and openness and learning from them. Here are some practical steps to make your self-reflection more effective. Create a quiet space. Find a quiet space where you can be alone and undisturbed. This space should allow you to think clearly and focus inward without distractions. Whether it's a cozy corner of your home or a peaceful spot in nature, having a calm environment is essential for meaningful reflection. Set aside time. Self-reflection requires time and patience. Set aside dedicated time each day or week for reflection. Even just 10 to 15 minutes can make a significant difference. The key is consistency. Over time, regular reflection becomes a habit that leads to deeper self-awareness. Ask the right questions. To gain insight from your reflection, ask yourself questions that invite exploration. These questions should be open-ended and thought-provoking. Some examples include, what did I learn from this experience? How did I feel during that situation and why? What could I have done differently? What do I want to change moving forward? What am I grateful for today? These questions can help you dig deeper into your experiences and thoughts. Reflecting on them allows you to uncover hidden beliefs, values, and motivations. Journal your thoughts. Journaling is one of the most effective ways to capture your thoughts and emotions. Writing them down allows you to externalize what's going on in your mind and gain more clarity. You don't need to write long passages. Just jotting down your thoughts, feelings, and any insights you've gained during your reflection can be incredibly powerful. Be compassionate with yourself. Self-reflection is not about judging yourself or beating yourself up for past mistakes. It's about understanding yourself better and learning from your experiences. Be kind and compassionate with yourself. Treat yourself the way you would treat a close friend. Offer understanding, not criticism. Look for patterns. Over time, you may notice recurring themes or patterns in your reflections. Pay attention to these patterns, as they can reveal important insights about your habits, desires, and emotional triggers. Identifying these patterns can help you make more informed decisions in the future. Reflection as a tool for growth. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth because it allows you to identify areas in your life that may need attention. When you reflect on your experiences, you gain the opportunity to evaluate where you are in your journey and where you want to go. For example, if you reflect on a difficult relationship or situation, you might identify areas where you could improve your communication or set healthier boundaries. By using reflection as a tool for growth, you become more proactive in shaping your life. Consider this analogy. If you're driving a car and you don't look at the road, you're likely to get off course. But if you regularly check your mirrors and adjust your direction, you stay on track. Similarly, self-reflection allows you to check the road of your life, ensuring that you stay aligned with your true self and your goals. The role of gratitude in self-reflection. Gratitude plays an important role in the process of self-reflection. When you take the time to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, whether it's your accomplishments, relationships, or moments of joy, you cultivate a mindset of abundance and appreciation. Gratitude helps you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's already present in your life. It enhances your emotional well-being, making it easier to navigate challenges with a positive attitude. By reflecting on the things you're grateful for, you also create space for more positivity to flow into your life. You can incorporate gratitude into your self-reflection practice by taking a moment each day to acknowledge the things you're thankful for. This simple practice helps you maintain a balanced perspective and fosters a sense of contentment. The continuous journey of self-reflection. Self-reflection is not a one-time activity, it's an ongoing journey. As you continue to reflect on your life, you will gain new insights, refine your goals, and deepen your understanding of who you are. It's a practice that will evolve with you, offering fresh perspectives as you move through different stages of life. The more you reflect, the more you will learn. And the more you learn, the more empowered you will feel to make choices that align with your true self. Self-reflection is not just about looking back, it's about creating a clear vision for the future and taking intentional steps toward becoming the person you want to be. Conclusion. In this chapter, we've explored the power of self-reflection and its role in personal growth. By regularly reflecting on your thoughts, feelings, and experiences, you gain deeper insights into who you are and what you want from life. In the next chapter, we will dive into understanding your emotions and how they play a crucial role in your journey of self-discovery. Emotions are powerful signals that can guide you toward a more authentic life, and learning how to understand them is key to unlocking your true potential. Chapter 4. Understanding your emotions. Emotions are an integral part of being human. They are the signals that inform us about our needs, desires, and experiences. Yet too often we either ignore or misinterpret our emotions, which can lead to confusion, frustration, and a sense of being out of control. In this chapter, we will explore the power of emotions and how understanding them can help you navigate your life with greater clarity, confidence, and authenticity. The role of emotions in self-discovery. At their core, emotions are messages. They alert you to what is happening inside you and in your environment. Every emotion you experience is your body's way of telling you something. For example, fear may signal that you are facing a threat or challenge, while joy might indicate that you are in alignment with your values or desires. Understanding your emotions helps you decipher these messages and take appropriate action. When you become more in tune with your feelings, you are better equipped to respond to situations in a way that aligns with your true self. This understanding also allows you to gain insight into the motivations behind your behaviors, helping you make choices that are more intentional and aligned with your goals. The importance of emotional awareness. One of the first steps in understanding your emotions is becoming aware of them. Often we go through life without fully acknowledging how we feel. We may push our emotions aside or suppress them because we don't know how to deal with them, or we may be afraid of what they might reveal. However, when we ignore our emotions, we miss out on valuable information about ourselves. By becoming more aware of your emotional states, you gain the ability to identify patterns in your responses. For example, you might notice that you feel anxious in certain situations or that you feel frustrated when you are not able to express yourself clearly. These emotional signals give you insight into what is happening beneath the surface of your thoughts and actions. Emotional awareness also helps you distinguish between emotions that are related to the present moment and those that may be rooted in past experiences. For instance, you might feel anger in a situation that doesn't seem to warrant it, and upon reflection you realize that this emotion is actually tied to unresolved issues from the past. This awareness allows you to process emotions in a more healthy and balanced way. The spectrum of emotions. Emotions can be categorized in many different ways, but at their most basic level they fall into a few broad categories. Understanding the different types of emotions you experience helps you recognize their specific messages. Positive emotions. These are emotions like happiness, joy, love, gratitude, and excitement. Positive emotions are signals that you are experiencing alignment with your values and desires. They encourage you to pursue activities or situations that bring fulfillment and satisfaction. When you feel positive emotions, take note of what you are doing or experiencing, as this will give you insight into what makes you feel connected to your true self. Negative emotions. Negative emotions like sadness, anger, fear, or frustration are often viewed as undesirable. However, these emotions are just as important as positive emotions because they signal when something is out of alignment with your needs or values. For example, anger can indicate that a boundary has been crossed or that something is unjust. Sadness may signal that you have lost something important or that your expectations were not met. Fear can point to potential risks or challenges that require caution. By understanding these emotions, you gain the clarity needed to make changes in your life. Complex emotions. Some emotions are more complex and nuanced, such as guilt, shame, or jealousy. These emotions often involve a mix of positive and negative feelings and may arise when there is a conflict between your desires and your values or when you are comparing yourself to others. These emotions require careful reflection as they can reveal deeper insights into your subconscious beliefs and fears. The science behind emotions. To truly understand your emotions, it can be helpful to understand where they come from. Emotions are deeply rooted in the brain and body with both psychological and physiological components. When you experience an emotion, your brain processes the situation and releases chemicals such as adrenaline, cortisol, or oxytocin that influence how you feel. For example, when you're faced with a stressful situation, your body's fight or flight response is triggered, releasing adrenaline to prepare you for action. This physical reaction is the body's way of helping you respond to the environment. Emotions are not just mental phenomena, they are also physical experiences. For instance, you might feel tension in your chest when you're anxious, or a warm sense of peace in your stomach when you're content. By becoming aware of the physical sensations associated with your emotions, you can gain a deeper understanding of how emotions affect you on both a mental and physical level. Managing your emotions. While emotions are natural and helpful, they can also be overwhelming if they are not managed properly. Learning how to regulate your emotions allows you to respond in healthy ways rather than reacting impulsively or letting emotions control your behavior. Here are some strategies for managing your emotions. Pause and breathe. When you feel overwhelmed by emotion, take a moment to pause and breathe. Deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm your body and mind. Pausing gives you the space to process your feelings and respond in a more measured way. Acknowledge your emotions. Instead of suppressing your emotions, acknowledge them. Give yourself permission to feel what you feel without judgment. By accepting your emotions as they are, you allow yourself to process them more effectively. Express yourself constructively. Talking about your emotions can help you release them in a healthy way. Whether you talk to a friend, write in a journal, or express yourself through art, finding an outlet for your emotions helps you process them more clearly. Constructive expression allows you to release the emotional charge without causing harm to yourself or others. Reframe negative emotions. Instead of seeing negative emotions as obstacles, try reframing them as opportunities for growth. Ask yourself what you can learn from the emotion. For example, if you feel anger, ask yourself what boundary was crossed, what needs to change. Reframing helps you view emotions as messages rather than threats. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you can observe your emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Mindfulness helps you detach from your emotional reactions and respond thoughtfully instead of impulsively. Emotions as catalyst for change. Emotions are not just reactions to situations, they can also be catalyst for change. When you become aware of your emotions, you begin to recognize what isn't working in your life. For instance, if you feel trapped in a job that doesn't align with your values, the emotion of dissatisfaction may motivate you to seek new opportunities. If you feel lonely, this emotion may push you to reconnect with others or develop deeper relationships. Rather than avoiding or suppressing difficult emotions, embrace them as powerful motivators for positive change. When you listen to your emotions, you gain clarity on where you need to focus your energy in order to live a more fulfilling life. Conclusion: understanding your emotions is essential for living a balanced and authentic life. Emotions are not just reactions, they are valuable messages that guide your decisions and shape your experiences. By becoming more aware of your emotions and learning how to manage them, you gain the tools to navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. In the next chapter, we will explore how identifying your core values can further illuminate your path to self-discovery. Values are the foundation of your decisions, and understanding them allows you to align your actions with your deepest beliefs. Chapter 5. Identifying your core values. At the heart of every decision, action, and relationship lies something deeper: your core values. These values are the guiding principles that influence how you live your life, what you prioritize, and how you navigate the world. They are the foundation of your identity, the internal compass that directs your choices and behavior. Understanding your core values is an essential step in the journey of self-discovery. In this chapter, we will explore what core values are, why they matter, and how to identify them so you can live a life that is aligned with your true self. What are core values? Core values are the fundamental beliefs and principles that shape your behavior and decisions. They reflect what is most important to you, whether it's honesty, compassion, creativity, or any other trait or quality that resonates deeply within you. Core values serve as a guide for how you want to show up in the world, how you interact with others, and how you handle challenges. For example, if one of your core values is honesty, you are likely to make decisions that prioritize truthfulness, even when it's difficult. If your core value is freedom, you may be drawn to situations that allow you to express yourself fully and live without constraints. Your values help you evaluate what's meaningful and worth pursuing in life. Core values are not just beliefs, they are the essence of who you are. They often reflect your upbringing, experiences, and the principles that have resonated with you over time. These values are not static, they evolve and change as you grow, but they remain a central part of your identity. Why core values matter. Understanding your core values is critical because they help you make decisions that are in alignment with who you truly are. When your actions are aligned with your values, you experience greater fulfillment, inner peace, and authenticity. On the other hand, when you act in ways that contradict your values, you may feel conflicted, stressed, or disconnected from your true self. For example, if one of your core values is family, but you constantly prioritize work over spending time with loved ones, you may feel unfulfilled or unhappy despite career success. In contrast, when you honor your value of family by making time for your loved ones, you experience a deeper sense of satisfaction and well-being. Core values also help you set boundaries, make choices that support your goals, and build meaningful relationships. They act as your moral compass, guiding you through life's challenges and helping you stay true to yourself, even when external pressures tempt you to stray. The connection between values and behavior. Our behavior is a reflection of our values. The choices we make, the actions we take, and the way we interact with others are all influenced by what we hold most dear. By examining your behavior, you can gain insight into your core values. For example, if you find yourself consistently making time to help others, it might suggest that kindness or service is one of your core values. If you're drawn to creative pursuits like painting or writing, creativity may be a value that resonates deeply with you. Recognizing these patterns in your behavior can help you identify the values that drive your actions. However, it's important to note that behavior is not always a perfect reflection of values. Sometimes, we act in ways that contradict our values because of external pressures, fear, or conditioning. For instance, you might value health, but consistently neglect self-care because of work demands. Understanding these discrepancies gives you the opportunity to realign your actions with your core values. How to identify your core values. Identifying your core values requires introspection and self-awareness. It's a process of discovering what matters most to you and understanding why those things hold such significance in your life. Here are some steps to help you identify your core values. Reflect on peak moments in your life. Think back to the moments in your life when you felt most fulfilled, proud, or at peace. What were you doing in those moments? Who were you with? Often these peak experiences reveal clues about your core values. For example, if you felt truly happy when you were volunteering, service and compassion might be key values for you. Examine the people you admire. Consider the people you admire most in your life or in history. What qualities do they possess that you admire? Often, the traits you admire in others reflect the values you hold dear. For instance, if you admire someone for their courage, bravery may be a core value for you. Identify your non-negotiables. Think about what you cannot compromise on in life. These are the areas where you absolutely must honor your values. For example, if you refuse to tolerate dishonesty in your relationships or work, integrity may be one of your core values. These non-negotiables highlight the principles that are central to your sense of self. Consider the times you feel frustrated or unhappy. Frustration or dissatisfaction often arises when our values are being violated or ignored. Reflect on times when you felt discontent or upset. What were the circumstances? Were your values being compromised in some way? Understanding these feelings can help you identify what matters most to you and why. Use a values list. Sometimes it can be helpful to refer to a list of common core values to help you identify yours. A values list includes qualities like honesty, respect, love, creativity, freedom, family, and more. Review the list and mark the values that resonate with you the most. Afterward, try to narrow them down to a list of 5 to 10 core values that truly define who you are. Living in alignment with your core values. Once you've identified your core values, the next step is to live in alignment with them. This means making choices that honor your values and acting in ways that reflect them. When you live in alignment with your values, you experience a sense of congruence between your internal world and your external actions. This alignment brings peace, clarity, and fulfillment. To live in alignment with your values, make conscious choices. When faced with a decision, ask yourself how it aligns with your core values. Does this choice support what matters most to you? If not, consider how you can adjust your decision to better reflect your values. Set boundaries. Values help you set boundaries that protect your time, energy, and well-being. For example, if family is a core value, you may set boundaries around your work schedule to prioritize family time. Boundaries help you protect what matters most and prevent you from overcommitting or neglecting your values. Create goals based on your values. Your goals should reflect your core values. For instance, if personal growth is a key value, set goals that encourage learning and development. By aligning your goals with your values, you ensure that your efforts are meaningful and fulfilling. Be accountable. Hold yourself accountable for living according to your values. Reflect regularly on how your actions align with your values and make adjustments as needed. This accountability keeps you focused on what truly matters and helps you stay true to yourself. The impact of core values on your life. When you identify and live in alignment with your core values, you experience profound benefits. Greater fulfillment. You feel more satisfied and content with your choices because they are in harmony with your true self. Stronger relationships. Your relationships deepen when you surround yourself with people who share your values, and when you act in ways that reflect respect, trust, and integrity. Enhanced decision-making. Your core values serve as a compass, helping you make decisions with confidence and clarity. Increased resilience. In difficult times, your values provide a sense of stability and strength. When faced with challenges, you are better equipped to navigate them because you know what truly matters to you. Conclusion. Identifying and living according to your core values is a powerful way to create a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. Your values guide your choices, behaviors, and relationships, helping you stay true to who you are. In the next chapter, we will explore how to overcome self-doubt and build the confidence needed to stay aligned with your values and goals. Chapter 6. Overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of the most common barriers to personal growth and achievement. It's the voice in your head that questions your abilities, criticizes your choices, and convinces you that you're not good enough. It's the feeling of insecurity that holds you back from reaching your full potential, even when you know you have the ability to succeed. In this chapter, we will explore the nature of self-doubt, why it arises, and practical strategies you can use to overcome it and build greater self-confidence. Understanding self-doubt. Self-doubt is the feeling of uncertainty or lack of confidence in oneself. It can manifest in many different forms: doubting your talents, questioning your worth, or fearing that you're not capable of achieving your goals. This feeling often arises in situations where you are faced with new challenges or where the stakes feel high. It can make you feel paralyzed or stuck, preventing you from taking the necessary steps to move forward. Self-doubt is normal. Everyone experiences it at some point in their lives. Even the most successful people have moments of doubt. However, it's important to recognize that self-doubt is not a reflection of your true abilities. Instead, it's often a result of fear, past experiences, or negative thinking patterns. Understanding where self-doubt comes from and how it affects you is the first step in overcoming it. Often, self-doubt is fueled by fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of not meeting expectations. These fears may have developed over time due to past experiences or external pressures, but they do not define your true potential. The impact of self-doubt on your life. Self-doubt can have a significant impact on various aspects of your life, including procrastination. When you doubt your abilities, you may put off taking action. The fear of failure or making mistakes can cause you to delay important decisions or tasks, which only prolongs the feeling of uncertainty. Missed opportunities. Self-doubt can prevent you from seizing opportunities or stepping outside your comfort zone. You might hold back from trying new things or taking risks because you don't believe you're capable of succeeding. Impaired decision-making. When you doubt yourself, you may struggle to make decisions. You might second-guess your choices, constantly weighing the pros and cons, and ultimately feeling unsure about the right course of action. Negative self-talk. Self-doubt often leads to negative self-talk. You might tell yourself that you're not good enough, smart enough, or talented enough to succeed. This inner critic can become loud and persistent, making it harder to believe in yourself. Emotional distress. Self-doubt can also lead to feelings of anxiety, stress, and frustration. When you question your abilities and worth, it can create emotional turmoil that affects your overall well-being. While self-doubt can be challenging, it's important to remember that it doesn't have to control your life. With the right mindset and tools, you can overcome self-doubt and replace it with self-assurance. The root causes of self-doubt. Self-doubt doesn't appear out of nowhere. It often arises from deep-seated beliefs or past experiences. Here are some common causes of self-doubt. Past failures. Experiencing failure can sometimes lead to the belief that you are not capable of success. If you've encountered setbacks in the past, it's natural to feel hesitant to try again. However, failure is a part of the learning process and does not define your ability to succeed in the future. Negative feedback. Criticism or negative feedback from others, especially early in life, can contribute to feelings of inadequacy. When you hear negative messages about your abilities or character, they can become internalized, fueling self-doubt. Perfectionism. Perfectionism is the belief that anything less than perfect is a failure. This mindset can create immense pressure to perform flawlessly and can make you feel inadequate if you don't meet those high standards. The fear of not being perfect often leads to self-doubt. Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is the feeling that you're a fraud or that you don't deserve your success. It can cause you to doubt your abilities and fear that others will eventually discover that you're not as competent as they think. This is a common experience, particularly among high achievers, but it's important to recognize that it's a false narrative. External expectations. Sometimes, self-doubt arises from the pressure to meet external expectations, whether from family, peers, or society. When you feel that others expect certain things from you, it can lead to self-questioning and a lack of confidence in your ability to meet those expectations. Strategies for overcoming self-doubt. Now that we've explored the causes and impacts of self-doubt, let's look at practical strategies you can use to overcome it and build your self-confidence. Challenge negative thoughts. One of the most effective ways to combat self-doubt is to challenge the negative thoughts that fuel it. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," or "I can't do this," take a moment to question that belief. Ask yourself, is this thought based on facts, or what evidence do I have to support this belief? Often, self-doubt is based on irrational or exaggerated thinking. By challenging these thoughts, you can begin to reframe them in a more positive and realistic light. Focus on your strengths. When you're feeling uncertain, it can be helpful to focus on your strengths and past successes. Reflect on the things you've accomplished and the skills you possess. Remind yourself of times when you've overcome challenges or accomplished something difficult. By recognizing your strengths, you can counteract the feelings of inadequacy that self-doubt creates. Set small, achievable goals. One of the reasons self-doubt thrives is that we often set big, overwhelming goals that feel out of reach. Break your goals into smaller, manageable steps and celebrate each achievement along the way. By taking one step at a time, you build momentum and confidence, making it easier to move past self-doubt. Practice self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. When you make mistakes or face challenges, instead of criticizing yourself, Offer yourself the same support and encouragement you would give to a friend. Being gentle with yourself helps reduce the intensity of self-doubt and fosters a more positive self-image. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool for overcoming self-doubt. Take time to vividly imagine yourself succeeding in your endeavors. Visualize how it will feel to accomplish your goals and the positive outcomes that will result. By visualizing success, you create a mental image of what is possible, which helps counteract feelings of doubt. Surround yourself with support. The people you surround yourself with can have a significant impact on your confidence. Seek out relationships that are supportive and encouraging. When you surround yourself with individuals who believe in you and your abilities, it becomes easier to believe in yourself. Embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Remember that failure is not the end, it's a part of the journey. Every successful person has encountered setbacks, but they've used those failures as opportunities to learn and grow. Embrace failure as a stepping stone to success and view it as a valuable part of the process. Building long-term confidence. Overcoming self-doubt is not an overnight process. It takes time, patience, and consistent effort. However, by using these strategies and practicing self-compassion, you can gradually replace self-doubt with a deep sense of self-assurance. The more you challenge negative thoughts, focus on your strengths, and take action in the face of fear, the more confident you will become. Over time, you will find that self-doubt no longer has the same grip on you, and you will be able to move forward with confidence, knowing that you are capable of achieving your goals. Conclusion. Self-doubt may be a natural part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to define you. By understanding the root causes of self-doubt and implementing practical strategies to overcome it, you can build a strong sense of self-confidence that empowers you to take bold action and pursue your dreams. In the next chapter, we will explore how to embrace your strengths and weaknesses so you can continue your journey of self-discovery with a deeper sense of acceptance and empowerment. Chapter 7. Embracing your strengths and weaknesses. Self-discovery is not just about understanding your inner world and reflecting on your experiences. It's also about embracing who you truly are, with all your strengths and weaknesses. Too often, we focus solely on what we perceive as our flaws or shortcomings, neglecting to recognize and celebrate our strengths. In this chapter, we will explore how to embrace both your strengths and weaknesses, accepting them as essential parts of who you are. By doing so, you can develop a deeper sense of self-acceptance and unlock your true potential. The power of embracing your strengths. Our strengths are the natural abilities, talents, and qualities that make us who we are. They are the things we excel at, the attributes that come easily to us, and the traits that allow us to succeed in different areas of life. Recognizing and embracing these strengths is an important step towards self-discovery because they are often the key to understanding how we can contribute to the world. Acknowledge your strengths. Many of us have a tendency to downplay our strengths. We might brush them off as not that important or assume that everyone has the same abilities. But your strengths are unique to you, and they are powerful tools for personal growth. Take some time to identify what you do well. What tasks come naturally to you? What do others often compliment you on? These are clues to your strengths. For example, you might be great at connecting with others, leading teams, problem-solving, or expressing creativity. Whether big or small, your strengths are worth acknowledging. Keep a journal where you record moments when you use your strengths or when others point them out. This helps you become more aware of your natural abilities. Use your strengths to your advantage. Once you recognize your strengths, the next step is to use them to your advantage. Think about how you can incorporate your strengths into your everyday life, whether in your career, relationships, or personal goals. By actively utilizing your strengths, you become more effective and fulfilled in everything you do. For instance, if one of your strengths is communication, you can leverage that to build stronger relationships, present your ideas clearly, or lead with confidence. If you excel at problem solving, use that strength to approach challenges in a creative and effective way. Embracing your strengths helps you to live authentically and pursue your goals with confidence. Celebrate your wins. When you achieve something that highlights one of your strengths, take the time to celebrate it. Recognizing and celebrating your successes reinforces your self-worth and boosts your confidence. Whether it's a small victory or a major accomplishment, give yourself credit for using your strengths to reach your goals. It's easy to overlook our wins, especially when we're focused on what we still need to improve. But by celebrating your strengths and successes, you create a positive feedback loop that encourages further growth and empowerment. Understanding and accepting your weaknesses. While it's important to embrace your strengths, it's equally essential to understand and accept your weaknesses. Weaknesses are areas where you may not excel or things that require extra effort to improve. Many of us avoid confronting our weaknesses, either because we feel embarrassed or because we fear failure. However, accepting your weaknesses is not about resigning yourself to defeat. It's about recognizing that no one is perfect and that growth comes from learning to manage and work through our weaknesses. Shift your perspective on weaknesses. Rather than viewing your weaknesses as flaws or failures, try to see them as opportunities for growth. Weaknesses are simply areas that may need more attention or practice. By reframing weaknesses in this way, you can approach them with curiosity and a willingness to learn. For example, if you struggle with time management, this is an area where you can develop new skills. Instead of feeling frustrated by your weakness, see it as an area where you can improve. With the right strategies, you can become more efficient and organized. Focus on progress, not perfection. No one is perfect, and expecting perfection from yourself only leads to disappointment and self-criticism. Instead of striving to eliminate your weaknesses entirely, focus on making incremental progress. Acknowledge that growth takes time, and that every small step forward is a victory. Celebrate the progress you make, no matter how small. For instance, if you find it difficult to ask for help, but you take steps to improve your communication and ask for assistance when needed, that's progress. Instead of beating yourself up for not being perfect, acknowledge that you are growing and improving every day. Seek support and resources. It's important to remember that weaknesses are not something you need to tackle alone. Seeking support from others, or finding resources to help you improve, can make a significant difference. If you struggle with a particular skill or aspect of your life, don't hesitate to ask for help. Whether it's taking a course, hiring a coach, or simply seeking advice from someone you trust, there is no shame in seeking support to improve. For example, if you're not great with public speaking, you can take a course or join a group like Toastmasters to build your skills. If you struggle with organization, consider using tools like calendars or task management apps to help you stay on track. There's no need to face your weaknesses alone. There are always ways to grow and improve. The balance between strengths and weaknesses. The key to embracing both your strengths and weaknesses is balance. Your strengths and weaknesses are not separate or opposing forces. They are both integral parts of who you are. By recognizing both, you create a more complete and compassionate understanding of yourself. Work with what you have. While it's important to work on improving your weaknesses, it's equally important to recognize that your strengths are powerful tools that can help you overcome challenges. When you face a difficulty, consider how you can use your strengths to address it. For example, if you struggle with a task but you're particularly creative, think about how you can approach it in a new way. Leverage strengths to mitigate weaknesses. You don't have to be good at everything. Use your strengths to compensate for areas where you may be weaker. For example, if you're not detail-oriented but you're great at big-picture thinking, surround yourself with people who excel at details and collaborate to bring your ideas to life. Cultivate self-compassion. Embracing your strengths and weaknesses requires self-compassion. Be kind to yourself as you work through your weaknesses and celebrate your strengths. Self-acceptance is key to living a balanced and fulfilled life. Understand that both your strengths and weaknesses make you who you are, and both are worthy of acceptance and celebration. Conclusion. Embracing your strengths and weaknesses is about accepting yourself as a whole person, with all of your qualities, abilities, and challenges. When you recognize and appreciate your strengths, you can use them to fuel your growth and success. When you accept your weaknesses, you allow yourself the space to improve and evolve. By embracing both, you cultivate a deeper sense of self-compassion, confidence, and authenticity. In the next chapter, we will explore the role of mindset in self-discovery and how shifting your mindset can unlock new possibilities for growth and achievement. Chapter 8. The role of mindset in self-discovery. The way you perceive yourself, the world around you, and the challenges you face plays a significant role in shaping your life. Your mindset, the lens through which you view life, has a profound impact on your journey of self-discovery. In this chapter, we will explore how mindset influences personal growth, how it can either empower or limit you, and how to cultivate a mindset that fosters self-awareness, resilience, and success. What is mindset? Mindset refers to the beliefs and attitudes you hold about yourself and the world. It's the internal framework that shapes how you interpret experiences, how you react to challenges, and how you approach new opportunities. Your mindset affects the way you perceive obstacles and setbacks, and it plays a crucial role in determining how much you grow and evolve over time. There are two primary types of mindsets that psychologists often refer to: a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Fixed mindset. A fixed mindset is the belief that your abilities, intelligence, and qualities are static and unchangeable. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges because they fear failure will expose their perceived inadequacies. They may believe that if something comes easily to them, it's a sign of talent, but if they struggle with something, it reflects a lack of ability. In a fixed mindset, failure is seen as something to avoid or fear. Instead of seeing failure as a learning opportunity, people with a fixed mindset may see it as proof that they're not capable, leading to discouragement and a lack of motivation. Growth mindset. A growth mindset, on the other hand, is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, learning, and perseverance. People with a growth mindset embrace challenges, viewing them as opportunities to grow and improve. They understand that failure is a part of the process and that setbacks are simply stepping stones on the path to success. Individuals with a growth mindset tend to have more resilience, a greater sense of self-efficacy, and a stronger desire to keep learning and pushing themselves toward their goals. They are more open to feedback, more likely to take risks, and less likely to be discouraged by setbacks. The impact of mindset on self-discovery. Mindset has a direct impact on your ability to understand and discover yourself. How you think about yourself, your potential, and your capacity for growth shapes your self-perception and your overall journey of self-discovery. Here's how mindset influences key aspects of self-discovery. Self-awareness. Your mindset plays a major role in how aware you are of your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. A growth mindset encourages you to be curious and open to discovering who you are without judgment. It allows you to approach self-reflection with an open heart and mind, enabling you to explore your inner world with curiosity rather than fear. In contrast, a fixed mindset may cause you to resist self-reflection because you're afraid of confronting things you don't like about yourself. You may avoid challenges or suppress uncomfortable emotions because you see them as threats to your identity, rather than opportunities for growth. Self-acceptance. Mindset also affects how accepting you are of yourself. People with a growth mindset tend to be more accepting of their imperfections because they understand that they are constantly evolving. They embrace both their strengths and weaknesses and recognize that self-improvement is a lifelong process. On the other hand, a fixed mindset can lead to feelings of inadequacy and self-criticism. You may feel that you're stuck in certain areas of your life and unable to change or improve. This lack of self-acceptance can prevent you from moving forward and discovering your true potential. Resilience in the face of challenges. Self-discovery often requires you to face difficult truths about yourself or confront challenges that make you uncomfortable. Your mindset determines how resilient you are in the face of these challenges. A growth mindset helps you view challenges as opportunities to learn, whereas a fixed mindset can cause you to become discouraged and give up when faced with setbacks. For example, if you fail at something you care about, a growth mindset encourages you to analyze the situation, learn from it, and try again. A fixed mindset may lead you to feel defeated, believing that your failure reflects your inadequacy, rather than a lesson to be learned. Your ability to take action. A mindset rooted in growth and possibility encourages you to take action. When you believe that you can develop your abilities and change your circumstances, you are more likely to take proactive steps toward achieving your goals. A growth mindset pushes you to keep trying, even when things get tough, because you believe that effort and persistence will pay off. In contrast, a fixed mindset can paralyze you. If you don't believe you're capable of success or that your abilities can improve, you may avoid taking action or trying new things. This fear of failure can prevent you from stepping outside your comfort zone and exploring your full potential. Shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. The good news is that you don't have to remain stuck in a fixed mindset. With awareness and effort, you can cultivate a growth mindset that supports your journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Here are some strategies to help you shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. Embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding challenges, embrace them. See them as opportunities to learn and grow. When faced with a difficult task, remind yourself that you're capable of figuring it out, even if it takes time. By challenging yourself and stepping outside your comfort zone, you will expand your abilities and increase your confidence. View failure as a learning opportunity. One of the key tenets of a growth mindset is the ability to view failure as a lesson rather than a setback. Instead of fearing failure, see it as an essential part of the learning process. Reflect on what went wrong, identify what you can do differently next time, and use the experience as a stepping stone toward success. Replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations. Your inner dialogue has a powerful impact on your mindset. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough or that you can't succeed, you reinforce a fixed mindset. Instead, replace these negative thoughts with positive affirmations that encourage growth and possibility. For example, say to yourself, "I am capable of learning and growing," or "Challenges help me become stronger and more resilient." Positive affirmations can shift your mindset towards self-belief and growth. Celebrate effort, not just results. In a growth mindset, the focus is on effort, not just outcomes. Instead of solely celebrating the end result, acknowledge and celebrate the effort you put into the process. By doing so, you reinforce the idea that progress is made through consistent effort, persistence, and learning. Surround yourself with supportive people. Your mindset is influenced by the people you spend time with. Surround yourself with individuals who encourage growth, challenge you to think differently, and support your personal development. When you engage with people who have a growth mindset, you are more likely to adopt that mindset yourself. Commit to lifelong learning. A growth mindset thrives on continuous learning. Commit to being a lifelong learner, whether it's through formal education, reading, or personal experiences. The more you embrace learning as a continuous process, the more you will open yourself up to new possibilities for growth and self-discovery. The power of mindset and self-discovery. The mindset you cultivate has a direct influence on how you navigate your journey of self-discovery. A growth mindset allows you to approach challenges with confidence, embrace the process of learning and evolving, and view setbacks as opportunities for growth. It empowers you to unlock your potential, pursue your passions, and create a life that is aligned with your authentic self. By shifting your mindset from fixed to growth-oriented, you open yourself to new possibilities and endless opportunities for personal growth. Remember, the journey of self-discovery is not about perfection, it's about embracing the process of becoming the best version of yourself. Conclusion. Mindset is a powerful force that shapes your journey of self-discovery. It influences how you view yourself, how you respond to challenges, and how you approach personal growth. By cultivating a growth mindset, you can empower yourself to embrace new experiences, overcome obstacles, and unlock your true potential. In the next chapter, we will explore how identifying your passions and purpose can further illuminate your path and guide you toward a fulfilling life. Chapter 9. Exploring your passions and purpose. One of the most profound aspects of self-discovery is uncovering what drives you, what sparks joy, excitement, and fulfillment in your life. Your passions and purpose are the guiding lights that point you toward a life of meaning and alignment. In this chapter, we will explore how to identify and connect with your passions, uncover your deeper sense of purpose, and learn how these elements shape the way you live and interact with the world. What are passions and purpose? Before diving into how to uncover your passions and purpose, it's essential to understand what they are and how they differ. Passions. Passions are the activities, interests, or subjects that excite and energize you. They are the things that make you feel alive, that draw you in without effort, and that you are naturally enthusiastic about. Your passions often align with your talents and can provide a deep sense of fulfillment. Passions are the things you love to do, whether it's creative expression, physical activity, learning, helping others, or exploring new ideas. Purpose. Purpose, on the other hand, is the deeper sense of meaning and direction in your life. It is the reason why you do the things you do, the core mission that guides your actions and decisions. Your purpose is often tied to your values and the impact you want to make in the world. It's the thread that connects your passions with your larger goals, giving your life a sense of direction and intentionality. While passions provide the fuel for your journey, purpose gives the journey itself meaning. Together, passions and purpose create a life that feels not only fulfilling but also aligned with who you truly are. The importance of passions and purpose. Connecting with your passions and understanding your purpose brings several benefits to your life. Clarity and direction. Knowing what drives you provides clarity and direction. It helps you make decisions that align with your true self, enabling you to stay focused and motivated even when challenges arise. When you are connected to your passions and purpose, you have a clear sense of where you want to go and why it matters. Fulfillment and satisfaction. Living in alignment with your passions and purpose leads to greater fulfillment. You wake up each day with a sense of excitement, knowing that what you do matters and brings you joy. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal pursuits, when your actions are aligned with your passions and purpose, you experience a deeper sense of satisfaction, resilience, and motivation. Having a strong sense of purpose helps you navigate life's challenges with resilience. When things get tough, your purpose acts as a guiding force, reminding you why you are pursuing your goals. Passion fuels your perseverance, keeping you motivated even in the face of setbacks or obstacles. Authenticity and self-acceptance. When you are living in alignment with your passions and purpose, you feel more authentic and true to yourself. You no longer feel like you're living according to external expectations or societal pressures. Instead, you are focused on what genuinely resonates with you. This leads to greater self-acceptance and a deeper sense of inner peace. How to identify your passions. Uncovering your passions is a process of exploration. It requires you to tune into what excites you, what you love doing, and what makes you lose track of time. Here are some steps to help you identify your passions. Reflect on your childhood interests. When you were a child, what did you love to do? Often the things that brought you joy as a child are indicators of your natural passions. Whether it was painting, building things, reading, or playing sports, these early interests can provide insight into what still excites you today. Think back to the activities that made you feel the most engaged and alive. Are there any patterns or recurring themes that stand out? These activities may be connected to your passions. Notice what makes you feel energized. Your passions are often linked to activities that energize and excite you. Take note of the moments in your life when you feel most alive, whether it's a project at work, a hobby you love, or spending time with people who inspire you. Pay attention to how these experiences make you feel. Do they leave you feeling fulfilled, excited, and motivated? If so, they may be connected to your passions. Explore new interests. Sometimes we aren't fully aware of our passions because we haven't explored enough. Don't be afraid to try new things. Take up a new hobby, attend workshops, or travel to new places. By stepping out of your comfort zone and experiencing different activities, you may uncover passions that you didn't even know existed. Ask yourself what you would do if money were no object. A powerful way to identify your passions is to ask yourself, what would I do if I had all the time and resources in the world? This question helps you tap into what you truly love, rather than what you feel you should be doing. When you let go of external pressures and expectations, you can connect more deeply with your true desires. Follow your curiosity. Curiosity is a key indicator of passion. If you find yourself naturally drawn to a topic, subject, or activity, Follow that curiosity. Dive deeper into it and see where it takes you. Curiosity often sparks passion, and it can lead you to new discoveries about yourself, uncovering your purpose. Finding your purpose is a more profound and introspective process than identifying your passions. It involves connecting with the deeper why behind your life. Here's how you can begin to uncover your purpose. Reflect on your values. Your values are the guiding principles that shape your purpose. Think about what truly matters to you. What are the causes, ideas, or beliefs that resonate deeply within you? Your purpose is often rooted in your core values. For example, if you value helping others, your purpose might be to make a positive impact in the world by serving others. Identify your strengths and talents. Your strengths and talents are often linked to your purpose. Consider what you're good at and how those talents can contribute to the world. When you use your natural abilities to serve others or work toward a greater cause, you feel a sense of fulfillment and alignment with your purpose. Ask yourself what you want to leave behind. One powerful way to uncover your purpose is to think about what kind of legacy you want to leave behind. How do you want to be remembered? What impact do you want to have on the world? This exercise helps you connect with a larger vision for your life and clarify your purpose. Follow your heart and intuition. Purpose often comes from the heart, not the head. Trust your intuition and inner guidance as you explore your purpose. When something resonates with you on a deep level, follow that feeling. Purpose has a way of unfolding naturally when you listen to your inner voice and trust your instincts. Seek meaningful experiences. Purpose is often discovered through meaningful experiences. Engage in activities that challenge you, help others, or allow you to grow. Whether it's volunteering, pursuing a new career path, or traveling to new places, these experiences can help you connect with your deeper sense of purpose. Living in alignment with your passions and purpose. Once you've identified your passions and purpose, the next step is to align your life with them. This requires intentionality and commitment, but it's worth the effort. Here are some ways to start living in alignment with your passions and purpose. Set goals that reflect your passions and purpose. Create goals that are in alignment with what you truly care about. Your goals should reflect your passions and guide you toward fulfilling your purpose, whether it's starting a new project, pursuing a new career, or dedicating time to a cause you care about. Make sure your goals are a reflection of your true self. Make time for what you love. If you want to live a life of purpose and passion, make time for the things that matter most. Prioritize activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, whether it's creative expression, spending time with loved ones, or contributing to a cause you care about. The more you make time for your passions, the more aligned your life will become with your true purpose. Be open to change and growth. Living in alignment with your passions and purpose often requires change. Be open to evolving as you grow and learn more about yourself. Your passions and purpose may shift over time, and that's okay. Embrace the process of growth and allow your life to evolve in a way that reflects your authentic self. Conclusion: exploring your passions and purpose is a transformative part of the self-discovery journey. By connecting with what excites you and what drives you, you can create a life that feels meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with who you truly are. In the next chapter, we will explore how to nurture relationships that support your journey and create a network of like-minded individuals who encourage your growth. Chapter 10: The Impact of Relationships on Self-Discovery. As humans, we are social creatures. Our connections with others profoundly influence who we are, how we see ourselves, and how we grow. The relationships we form with family, friends, colleagues, and even strangers play a vital role in our journey of self-discovery. In this chapter, we will explore how relationships shape our identity, contribute to our personal growth, and offer insights into understanding ourselves more deeply. We will also discuss how to cultivate relationships that support and encourage our self-discovery process. The role of relationships in shaping our identity. From the moment we are born, relationships start to shape our sense of self. Our parents, caregivers, and early social interactions teach us how to interact with the world and how to view ourselves. The people we surround ourselves with in childhood, adolescence, and adulthood continue to influence our values, beliefs, and behaviors. Family and early influences. The family is often the first and most significant influence on our self-concept. The way we are treated by our family members, the values they instill, and the expectations they have for us shape the way we see ourselves and our place in the world. Positive reinforcement and love from family members help build self-esteem, while negative experiences, such as criticism or neglect, can lead to feelings of inadequacy or low self-worth. Family dynamics also influence how we approach relationships later in life. For example, if you grew up in an environment where open communication and emotional support were prioritized, you are likely to seek similar relationships as an adult. Conversely, if you were raised in a home where emotional expression was suppressed, you might struggle with vulnerability and forming deep connections as an adult. Peer relationships and social identity. As we grow older, our peer relationships become a powerful force in shaping our identity. Friendships, romantic relationships, and even social interactions with colleagues or acquaintances play a critical role in how we see ourselves. These relationships help us test out different roles, identities, and ways of interacting with the world. For example, friendships provide a space for us to express our authentic selves, share our vulnerabilities, and explore our values. Through our interactions with friends, we learn about our likes, dislikes, and boundaries. Romantic relationships too challenge us to reflect on our emotional needs, our capacity for love, and how we relate to others on a deeper level. Peer relationships can also influence how we perceive ourselves in social contexts. For example, if we feel accepted and valued by a particular group, we may feel more confident and secure in our identity. On the other hand, rejection or exclusion from a group can lead to feelings of isolation and self-doubt, causing us to question our worth. Relationships as mirrors for self-discovery. One of the most powerful aspects of relationships is their ability to serve as mirrors for self-discovery. In our interactions with others, we often see reflections of ourselves, our strengths, weaknesses, and the areas where we have room for growth. These reflections offer valuable insights into our character and provide opportunities for personal development. Recognizing your strengths. Through relationships, we often learn about our strengths. For example, friends or colleagues may admire your ability to listen, empathize, or provide guidance in challenging situations. When people recognize these strengths, it helps reinforce your self-awareness and encourages you to embrace and develop these qualities further. Sometimes, our strengths are revealed in situations where we rise to the occasion and step into roles of leadership, support, or care. These moments of reflection offer an opportunity to affirm the qualities that make us feel empowered and confident. Confronting your weaknesses. Just as relationships reveal our strengths, they also highlight areas of growth. Our interactions with others can sometimes bring out our insecurities, fears, and vulnerabilities. When we experience conflict, misunderstandings, or moments of emotional distress in relationships, it can help us identify the areas where we need to grow. For example, a disagreement with a close friend might reveal a tendency to avoid conflict or suppress your feelings. A romantic partner's criticism may bring to light your fear of rejection or inadequacy. These reflections offer valuable opportunities to learn more about yourself, challenge old habits, and grow in your emotional intelligence and self-awareness. Understanding your emotional triggers. Relationships often reveal emotional triggers, specific situations or actions that evoke strong emotional responses, such as anger, frustration, sadness, or anxiety. These emotional triggers can help us uncover unresolved issues from our past or reveal patterns in our behavior that need attention. For example, if you find yourself becoming defensive during difficult conversations, it may indicate a deeper fear of judgment or rejection. By identifying these emotional triggers, you can work toward understanding their origins and taking steps to address them. Relationships give us the chance to explore these emotional responses and work toward healing and growth. Healthy relationships as catalysts for personal growth. Not all relationships are equal in their ability to support self-discovery. Healthy, supportive relationships are those that encourage your growth, help you challenge yourself, and provide a safe space for you to explore your identity. Here's how to cultivate relationships that support your personal development. Surround yourself with supportive people. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your growth. Surrounding yourself with individuals who uplift, encourage, and challenge you can provide the positive reinforcement you need to grow. Seek out relationships with people who respect your boundaries, appreciate your individuality, and support your dreams. Supportive friends and family members are those who celebrate your successes, encourage you during challenges, and offer constructive feedback when necessary. These relationships provide a sense of security and help you feel confident in your journey of self-discovery. Set healthy boundaries. Healthy relationships require healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries helps you maintain a sense of self, protect your emotional well-being, and ensure that your needs are met. Boundaries help you maintain balance in your relationships and prevent you from losing yourself in others. Boundaries are essential in all types of relationships, whether they are romantic, familial, or professional. They allow you to protect your time, energy, and emotional health, ensuring that your relationships are reciprocal and supportive. Engage in honest communication. Open, honest communication is key to fostering healthy relationships. Expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs clearly and respectfully allows for deeper connections and mutual understanding. Honest communication helps you avoid misunderstandings, build trust, and address issues before they escalate. In relationships, it's essential to communicate openly about your values, boundaries, and expectations. This transparency allows both parties to align their actions and ensure that the relationship supports both individuals' personal growth. Be willing to let go of toxic relationships. While relationships have the power to nurture personal growth, they can also hinder it if they are toxic or unhealthy. Toxic relationships drain your energy, create emotional distress, and reinforce negative patterns of thinking. If you find yourself in a relationship that is emotionally draining, manipulative, or harmful, it's important to set boundaries or consider letting go. Letting go of toxic relationships can be difficult, especially if you feel emotionally invested. However, releasing these relationships can open space for healthier, more supportive connections that encourage your growth and well-being. Relationships and the path forward. As you continue on your journey of self-discovery, remember that relationships are a powerful source of insight, growth, and support. Embrace the opportunity to learn from those you connect with, and use those experiences to deepen your understanding of yourself. Healthy relationships help you become more self-aware, more compassionate, and more resilient as you face life's challenges. In the next chapter, we will explore how to create a supportive environment that nurtures your personal growth, helping you align your external world with your internal desires. Chapter 11. The influence of your environment. The environment around you, both physical and social, has a profound impact on your journey of self-discovery. The spaces you inhabit, the people you interact with, and the external influences you encounter shape how you see yourself, how you think, and how you act. In this chapter, we will explore how your environment influences your personal growth, the role it plays in shaping your identity, and practical ways you can create an environment that supports and nurtures your self-discovery journey. The power of physical environment. Your physical environment includes the spaces you live in, work in, and spend your free time. The places you surround yourself with have a powerful impact on your mood, creativity, productivity, and overall well-being. When it comes to self-discovery, the environment you create for yourself can either support or hinder your growth. Decluttering for mental clarity. A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind. Studies show that physical clutter can contribute to feelings of stress and overwhelm. If you are constantly surrounded by disorganization or chaos, it can be difficult to focus and be present with your thoughts. On the other hand, creating a clean, organized space allows you to feel more at ease and clear-headed, making it easier to reflect on your inner world and make decisions aligned with your true self. Decluttering is not just about cleaning up physical items, It's also about letting go of emotional baggage that no longer serves you. This might mean clearing out old items that hold negative memories, letting go of relationships that drain you, or releasing unhelpful thought patterns. A clean and organized space is a reflection of the mental clarity that you are striving for in your life. Creating a space for self-reflection. The environment you create can be a powerful tool for self-reflection. Designating a specific space for reflection, meditation, journaling, or creative expression helps you cultivate an environment that encourages introspection. Whether it's a quiet corner in your home, a park bench, or a cozy nook with a journal, having a space where you can consistently check in with yourself fosters deeper self-awareness and personal growth. Make your environment a reflection of your inner world. Surround yourself with things that inspire you: art, plants, meaningful objects, or anything that makes you feel grounded and connected to your true self. These small additions can enhance your emotional and mental well-being and remind you of your personal growth goals. Minimizing negative influences. Just as a clean and organized space promotes clarity, a cluttered or toxic environment can have the opposite effect. If your home, office, or social spaces are filled with negativity, whether that's from clutter, unhealthy relationships, or constant distractions, it can be difficult to focus on your growth. Negative energy can seep into your mindset, making it harder to pursue your goals and connect with your true self. Take an honest look at the environments you spend time in. Are there people, places, or situations that drain your energy or distract you from your self-discovery? Minimizing these negative influences, whether through boundary setting, creating healthier habits, or choosing to spend more time in nurturing environments, can help you cultivate a space where you feel empowered to explore who you truly are. The role of social environment. Your social environment, your relationships, community, and the people you interact with on a daily basis also plays a major role in shaping your identity and personal growth. The people you surround yourself with influence your thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors, and can either uplift or limit your potential for growth. Supportive relationships. The relationships you cultivate have a powerful influence on your journey of self-discovery. Supportive relationships, whether with family, friends, or mentors, provide encouragement, validation, and a safe space for vulnerability. These relationships help you become more self-aware, offer new perspectives, and push you to grow beyond your current limitations. Having people in your life who support your goals and encourage your growth is crucial. They provide emotional support, challenge you to think more deeply, and help you navigate life's challenges. Seek out relationships that inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and share similar values, passions, and goals. Setting boundaries with toxic influences. While positive relationships help you thrive, toxic relationships can have the opposite effect. Toxic relationships, whether they involve manipulation, criticism, or constant negativity, can drain your energy, undermine your self-worth, and limit your ability to grow. These relationships may cause you to doubt your abilities and question your worth, making it more difficult to connect with your true self. Part of your self-discovery journey involves recognizing and setting boundaries with toxic influences. This could mean distancing yourself from people who are harmful to your well-being, speaking up when someone crosses your boundaries, or even letting go of relationships that no longer serve your growth. By protecting yourself from negative influences, you create space for healthier, more empowering connections to flourish. Building a like-minded community. In addition to nurturing individual relationships, it's important to surround yourself with a community that aligns with your values, passions, and goals. A like-minded community can provide support, inspiration, and a sense of belonging as you navigate your journey of self-discovery. Whether it's a group of friends, a professional network, or a spiritual or creative community, having a group of people who share your vision can propel your personal growth. Seek out communities that nurture your interests and encourage you to grow. These groups can provide valuable feedback, help you stay accountable, and offer different perspectives on your journey. The connections you form within a supportive community can become a powerful source of motivation and strength. The influence of external factors. Beyond physical and social environments, external factors such as culture, media, and society also impact your sense of self and the way you experience the world. Cultural influences. The culture you are raised in has a significant impact on your values, beliefs, and worldview. Cultural norms and expectations shape how you view success, relationships, personal worth, and identity. Understanding the cultural influences in your life helps you recognize what aspects of your identity are shaped by external forces and what aspects are truly your own. By reflecting on cultural influences, you can begin to distinguish between what you truly value and what you may have inherited from society or family. This process allows you to reclaim your authentic self and make choices that are aligned with your true beliefs and desires. Media and social media. In today's digital world, media and social media also play a significant role in shaping your identity. The images, messages, and content you consume can influence your self-perception, body image, career aspirations, and even your relationships. Constant exposure to idealized or unrealistic portrayals of life can create pressure to conform to societal standards or make you feel inadequate in comparison. To maintain a healthy relationship with media, be mindful of the content you consume. Follow accounts, watch shows, and read articles that inspire and uplift you, rather than those that leave you feeling discouraged or disconnected from your authentic self. Take breaks from social media when needed to prevent comparison, and stay focused on your own journey of self-discovery. Creating an environment that supports your growth. Now that we understand the powerful influence of our environment, the next step is to intentionally create surroundings that nurture our growth and self-discovery. Here are some practical steps you can take. Cultivate positive relationships. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. Build relationships with individuals who challenge you to grow, encourage your dreams, and accept you for who you truly are. Design a nurturing physical space. Create a physical environment that inspires creativity, calm, and focus. Keep your space clean, organized, and filled with things that make you feel energized and at peace. Seek out like-minded communities. Join communities or groups that align with your values and passions. Seek out individuals who share your interests and are committed to personal growth and self-discovery. Minimize negative influences. Identify and remove toxic influences in your environment. Set boundaries with people or situations that drain your energy, and make space for more positive and empowering connections. Conclusion. Your environment, whether physical, social, or cultural, has a profound impact on your self-discovery journey. By creating a space that supports your growth, surrounding yourself with positive influences, and minimizing negative ones, you can foster an environment that nurtures your authentic self. In the next chapter, we will explore how habits and routines play a crucial role in self-discovery, and how small intentional changes can lead to significant personal growth. Chapter 12. The role of habits and routines. Habits and routines are the backbone of a productive, meaningful life. They are the small, consistent actions that shape your day-to-day experiences and ultimately determine the trajectory of your personal growth. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of habits and routines in the process of self-discovery, how they contribute to personal development, and how you can cultivate positive habits that align with your goals and values. What are habits and routines? Before diving into the impact of habits and routines, it's essential to understand what these terms mean and how they differ. Habits. A habit is a behavior or action that you perform automatically, often without conscious thought, because it has become ingrained through repetition. Habits are the small actions you do regularly, like brushing your teeth, drinking water, or checking your phone. Over time, these actions become second nature and can shape your behavior and mindset without requiring much effort. Routines. A routine is a set of habits that you perform in a specific order, often at a particular time of day. Routines are more structured and intentional than individual habits, and they can help you organize your day and make time for the things that matter most. For example, a morning routine might include habits like waking up, meditating, exercising, and having breakfast in a particular order. Routines help you stay consistent and focused, making it easier to accomplish your goals and maintain balance. The power of habits and routines in self-discovery. Your habits and routines play a significant role in the process of self-discovery because they shape your daily experiences and interactions. The way you structure your day affects your mindset, productivity, and emotional well-being, all of which influence how you connect with your true self. Let's take a closer look at how habits and routines contribute to self-discovery. Creating consistency and structure. One of the key benefits of habits and routines is that they provide structure to your day. When you have a routine in place, you can ensure that you are consistently making time for the things that are important to you, whether that's self-reflection, personal growth, or nurturing relationships. Consistency helps you stay on track and make steady progress toward your goals, creating a sense of stability and control in your life. For example, if you want to deepen your self-awareness, incorporating a daily habit of journaling or meditation into your routine helps you reflect on your thoughts and emotions consistently. By making these practices a regular part of your day, you can build a stronger connection with your inner self and gain deeper insights into your desires, fears, and motivations. Building positive momentum. Small positive habits have the power to create momentum in your life. When you make small intentional changes to your routine, it can lead to significant personal growth over time. For instance, if you commit to exercising for just 10 minutes a day, over time this habit will not only improve your physical health but also boost your confidence and energy levels. This increase in energy can positively impact other areas of your life, leading to greater productivity, emotional well-being, and a more positive outlook. When you see the cumulative effect of your habits, it boosts your motivation to continue making progress. As you experience the benefits of positive routines, you begin to believe in your ability to create lasting change in your life. Supporting emotional well-being. Habits and routines also have a direct impact on your emotional health. Engaging in daily practices that nurture your mental and emotional well-being, such as practicing gratitude, mindfulness, or self-care, can help you stay grounded and resilient in the face of challenges. These positive habits create a foundation of emotional stability, helping you manage stress and navigate difficult emotions with more ease. For example, starting your day with a mindfulness practice or affirmations can help set a positive tone for the rest of the day. This type of routine encourages emotional clarity and self-compassion, which are essential components of self-discovery, helping you align with your values. Your habits and routines can serve as a reflection of your values. When you align your daily actions with your core values, you reinforce the beliefs and goals that are most important to you. For instance, if one of your core values is health, incorporating habits like eating nutritious meals, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep into your routine can help you live in alignment with that value. By intentionally designing your habits and routines around your values, you create a lifestyle that feels more authentic and fulfilling. This alignment between your actions and beliefs fosters greater self-awareness and satisfaction, as you are consistently taking steps that bring you closer to your true self. How to build effective habits and routines. Now that we understand the importance of habits and routines in self-discovery, the next step is learning how to cultivate positive habits that align with our goals and values. Here are some practical strategies to help you build habits and routines that support your personal growth. Start small and be consistent. When creating new habits, it's important to start small. Begin with manageable actions that you can easily incorporate into your daily life. Trying to overhaul your entire routine all at once can lead to overwhelm and burnout. Instead, focus on one small habit at a time. For example, if you want to develop a habit of reading, start by reading for just 10 minutes a day. Once that habit becomes ingrained, you can gradually increase the time. Consistency is key to building habits. Make sure you stick to your new habit every day, even if it's for a short period. The more you repeat the behavior, the more automatic it becomes, eventually forming part of your routine. Make it enjoyable. For a habit to stick, it's important to make it something you enjoy. Choose activities that you find rewarding and fulfilling. If you want to start exercising, choose an activity that excites you, whether it's dancing, yoga, or hiking. When you enjoy the process, you are more likely to stick with it long term. Similarly, When creating a routine, incorporate activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. If your morning routine includes meditation, make it a peaceful and calming experience by choosing a soothing space and adding elements like candles, essential oils, or calming music. Track your progress. Tracking your progress can help you stay motivated and accountable. Keep a habit tracker or journal to monitor your daily actions and celebrate your successes, no matter how small. Seeing your progress visually can reinforce your commitment and give you a sense of accomplishment. Be flexible and adaptable. While consistency is important, it's also essential to remain flexible. Life can be unpredictable, and there will be times when you miss a habit or routine. Instead of feeling discouraged, approach these moments with self-compassion and adapt as needed. If you miss a day of your morning routine, simply pick up where you left off the next day without judgment. Start with a morning or evening routine. One of the most effective ways to introduce new habits is to start with a structured morning or evening routine. Morning routines help you set a positive tone for the day, while evening routines help you unwind and prepare for rest. By establishing a consistent routine at the start or end of your day, you create a framework for self-discovery that supports your goals and well-being. Focus on progress, not perfection. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. Don't be too hard on yourself if you slip up or if things don't go as planned. Building habits takes time and effort. Celebrate the small victories and continue to make incremental improvements. Each step forward is a step toward greater self-awareness and personal growth. Conclusion: habits and routines are the foundation upon which personal growth and self-discovery are built. They provide structure, consistency, and alignment with your values, helping you stay focused and intentional in your actions. By cultivating positive habits and routines, you create a life that supports your true self and fosters personal growth. In the next chapter, we will explore how embracing change and stepping outside your comfort zone can further enhance your journey of self-discovery and transformation. Chapter 13. Facing your fears and embracing change. Change is one of the most constant aspects of life, yet it is also one of the most intimidating. It can bring up feelings of uncertainty, discomfort, and fear. These feelings are natural, but they don't have to hold you back. In this chapter, we will explore how facing your fears and embracing change can be powerful catalysts for self-discovery and personal growth. By understanding and confronting the fears that hold you back, you can step into a life of greater freedom, authenticity, and fulfillment. Why fear is so powerful. Fear is a basic human emotion designed to protect us from harm. In its natural form, fear can alert us to danger, prompting us to take action and avoid threats. However, in many areas of life, fear can become an obstacle rather than an asset. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown often leads to avoidance or inaction. It can create mental barriers that prevent us from pursuing our goals or making changes in our lives, even when those changes are necessary for growth. The role of fear in personal growth. While fear can hold us back, it also plays a crucial role in personal growth. Fear often arises when we step outside our comfort zones, when we venture into unfamiliar territory, take on new challenges, or face the unknown. This is where growth happens. It is through the experience of facing fear and moving forward despite it that we build resilience, confidence, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. Fear can signal that we are on the verge of something important, that we are pushing the boundaries of what we know and are capable of. When we embrace fear as a natural part of the process, rather than something to avoid, we can transform it into a tool for growth and self-discovery. The impact of fear on decision-making. Fear can have a significant impact on the choices we make in life. Often fear leads us to make decisions based on what we don't want, avoidance of failure, rejection, or discomfort, rather than what we do want. This can lead to a life that feels stagnant, uninspired, or disconnected from our true desires. For example, if you fear failure, you might avoid taking risks or pursuing your passions because you worry about the potential outcome. As a result, you may miss out on opportunities that could lead to growth, fulfillment, and success. By recognizing the influence of fear on your decision-making, you can begin to make choices that are guided by your authentic desires, rather than by the fear of what might go wrong. Embracing change as a path to growth. Change is a constant force in life, and resisting it can lead to frustration, stagnation, and missed opportunities. On the other hand, embracing change allows you to adapt, grow, and evolve. Change can come in many forms, whether it's a new job, a move to a new city, the end of a relationship, or a personal transformation. While change can be unsettling, it is also essential for personal growth. The fear of the unknown. One of the most common fears people face when dealing with change is the fear of the unknown. We fear what we cannot control or predict. The unknown is inherently uncertain, and our natural instinct is to seek stability and security. However, it is in the unknown where the magic happens. The unknown is where new possibilities, experiences, and opportunities lie. When we face the unknown, we open ourselves up to new ways of thinking, learning, and being. Rather than viewing the unknown as something to fear, try to reframe it as an opportunity for discovery. The more comfortable you become with uncertainty, the more empowered you will feel to navigate change and growth. Trust in your ability to adapt and thrive in new situations, even if they initially seem intimidating. Embracing change for personal growth. Change is necessary for personal development. Without change, we remain in our comfort zones, stuck in old patterns and habits that no longer serve us. It is through change that we evolve and become the person we are meant to be. For example, if you are unhappy in your current career, making the change to pursue a more fulfilling path can be a life-changing decision. The process of change may involve taking risks, learning new skills, and stepping into the unknown, but it will ultimately lead to greater satisfaction and alignment with your true self. Embracing change allows you to break free from the limitations of your past and create the future you desire. Building resilience through change. One of the most powerful aspects of embracing change is the resilience it builds. Every time you face a challenge or navigate a transition, you learn something new about yourself. You discover your strengths, develop new skills, and build the confidence to face future challenges. Over time, this resilience becomes a powerful tool for personal growth and self-discovery. By embracing change, you also learn to manage uncertainty and adapt to new situations. This ability to be flexible and open-minded is crucial for navigating the complexities of life. Change teaches you that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way, and that you can grow stronger with each experience. Practical steps for facing fear and embracing change. Facing fear and embracing change is not always easy, but it is a necessary step in your journey of self-discovery. Here are some practical steps you can take to overcome fear and make change a positive force in your life. Acknowledge your fear. The first step in overcoming fear is to acknowledge it. Fear is a natural part of being human, and it's important to recognize it without judgment. Instead of avoiding or suppressing your fear, face it head-on. Ask yourself, what exactly am I afraid of? Is it failure, rejection, or the unknown? By identifying the source of your fear, you can begin to understand it and take steps to address it. Reframe your fear. Reframing fear is a powerful way to change how you perceive it. Instead of seeing fear as a barrier, try to view it as a sign of growth. When fear arises, remind yourself that it is often an indicator that you are stepping out of your comfort zone and onto the path of self-discovery. Fear can be a catalyst for change, pushing you to explore new possibilities and take bold action. Take small steps toward change. Change doesn't have to happen all at once. Start by taking small steps toward the change you want to create. Break your goals down into manageable actions that feel less intimidating. For example, if you want to change careers, begin by researching new fields, taking a class, or networking with people in your desired industry. Gradual steps help you build confidence and reduce the overwhelming feelings that can come with big changes. Practice self-compassion. Change can be difficult, and it's important to be kind to yourself during the process. Practice self-compassion by acknowledging that it's okay to feel uncomfortable, uncertain, or fearful. Be patient with yourself, and recognize that personal growth takes time. When you treat yourself with kindness and understanding, you empower yourself to keep moving forward, even when things feel challenging. Embrace failure as part of the process. Failure is an inevitable part of change and growth. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a learning opportunity. Every failure teaches you something valuable, whether it's a lesson about yourself, a new skill, or a way to approach a challenge differently. The more you can embrace failure as part of the journey, the less power fear will have over you. Visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful tool for overcoming fear and embracing change. Take a few moments each day to visualize yourself succeeding in the face of change. Picture yourself confidently navigating the challenges ahead, achieving your goals, and living the life you desire. Visualization helps reinforce your belief in yourself and your ability to handle change with resilience and grace. The freedom of embracing change. When you face your fears and embrace change, you unlock a sense of freedom that comes with living authentically. You no longer feel confined by old patterns, self-imposed limitations, or the fear of the unknown. Instead, you move forward with confidence, knowing that you are capable of adapting to whatever life throws your way. Embracing change is the key to discovering your true potential and stepping into a life that aligns with your deepest desires. It is through change that we grow, evolve, and become the people we are meant to be. The fear that once held you back can become the fuel that propels you forward on your journey of self-discovery. Conclusion: facing your fears and embracing change is an essential part of your journey of self-discovery. By learning to navigate fear and uncertainty with courage, you can create a life that is rich with growth, possibility, and authenticity. In the next chapter, we will explore the power of self-compassion and how being kind to yourself can accelerate your personal growth and deepen your connection with your true self. Chapter 14. The Power of Self-Compassion. In the journey of self-discovery, one of the most powerful and transformative practices you can adopt is self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and patience, especially during times of struggle or failure. It's about accepting your imperfections, embracing your vulnerabilities, and offering yourself the same care and support you would offer to a dear friend. In this chapter, we will explore the importance of self-compassion, how it influences personal growth, and practical steps to incorporate it into your daily life. What is self-compassion? Self-compassion is often misunderstood. Some may confuse it with self-pity, self-indulgence, or weakness. However, self-compassion is neither about being soft on yourself nor excusing negative behaviors. Instead, it is about treating yourself with the same warmth, understanding, and patience that you would extend to others in times of struggle. It involves recognizing that suffering, mistakes, and imperfection are part of the human experience. And rather than criticizing yourself or running away from those feelings, you approach them with acceptance and care. Self-compassion consists of three key elements. Self-kindness. Self-kindness involves treating yourself with the same gentleness, encouragement, and understanding that you would offer a friend. When you make a mistake or face a challenge, you respond with a supportive, nurturing attitude rather than harsh self-criticism. Common humanity. Common humanity refers to the understanding that suffering and imperfection are part of being human. You are not alone in your struggles. Everyone experiences failure, pain, and disappointment at some point in their lives. Embracing the idea of common humanity helps you avoid feeling isolated or broken during tough times, recognizing that these experiences are universal. Mindfulness. Mindfulness and self-compassion means being aware of your emotions without becoming overwhelmed by them. It involves observing your pain and difficult feelings with balance, rather than suppressing or exaggerating them. Mindfulness helps you be present with your emotions, acknowledging them without judgment and responding to them with kindness. The importance of self-compassion and self-discovery. Self-compassion plays a crucial role in your journey of self-discovery. It enables you to approach yourself with a gentle, accepting mindset, which creates space for growth and healing. Here's how self-compassion supports self-discovery. Promotes emotional well-being. Self-compassion fosters emotional resilience by allowing you to navigate difficult emotions with patience and understanding. Rather than avoiding or suppressing negative feelings, you embrace them as part of the human experience. By acknowledging and caring for your emotional state, you can move through difficult times with greater ease and self-awareness. When you practice self-compassion, you are less likely to be overwhelmed by feelings of shame, guilt, or frustration. Instead of berating yourself for mistakes, you respond with care, giving yourself permission to heal and grow. This emotional stability supports your journey of self-discovery, as you can explore your inner world with a sense of acceptance and understanding. Helps you accept imperfections. A key aspect of self-discovery is recognizing that you are not perfect, and that's okay. Self-compassion allows you to embrace your flaws, mistakes, and vulnerabilities without judgment. Instead of feeling ashamed of your imperfections, you approach them with kindness and acceptance, recognizing that they are part of who you are. When you can accept your imperfections, you release the need for perfection and begin to love yourself as you truly are. This self-acceptance opens the door to greater self-awareness and personal growth, as you stop hiding behind a mask of idealized perfection and start living authentically. Fosters a growth mindset. Self-compassion is closely linked to a growth mindset, the belief that you can learn, improve, and evolve through effort and persistence. When you are compassionate with yourself, you are more likely to see setbacks and failures as opportunities for learning rather than signs of inadequacy. This mindset encourages you to approach challenges with curiosity and openness, rather than fear and self-criticism. By cultivating self-compassion, you strengthen your belief in your ability to grow and change, which fuels your personal development. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your worth, you view it as a valuable part of the learning process. This perspective helps you stay motivated and resilient in the face of adversity. Enhances self-worth and confidence. Self-compassion boosts your self-worth by reinforcing the belief that you deserve kindness, care, and understanding, no matter what. When you treat yourself with compassion, you acknowledge your inherent value and treat yourself with the respect and care you deserve. This leads to greater self-esteem and confidence. The more you practice self-compassion, the more you reinforce the message that you are worthy of love and acceptance, just as you are. This deep sense of self-worth empowers you to pursue your goals, take risks, and embrace your authentic self without fear of judgment or rejection. Practical ways to cultivate self-compassion. Now that we understand the importance of self-compassion, let's explore practical ways to incorporate it into your daily life. Here are some simple yet powerful practices that can help you develop a compassionate mindset. Practice self-kindness. When you experience difficulty or make a mistake, treat yourself with kindness. Instead of criticizing yourself for not being perfect, offer yourself words of encouragement. For example, say to yourself, "It's okay to make mistakes. I am doing my best and I am learning." By offering yourself kindness in times of struggle, you reinforce the idea that you are worthy of compassion, no matter the circumstances. Create a self-compassionate affirmation practice. Affirmations are powerful tools for reshaping your mindset. Write or speak affirmations that reflect self-compassion and self-acceptance. For example, say, "I am enough as I am," or "I am worthy of love and care, even when I struggle." Repeating these affirmations daily helps rewire your thoughts and reinforces a compassionate mindset. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. Mindfulness is a key component of self-compassion. When difficult emotions arise, take a moment to acknowledge them without judgment. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling sad, anxious, or frustrated, simply observe the emotion and allow it to be present. For example, say to yourself, "I notice that I'm feeling anxious right now. That's okay. I will give myself the space to feel this without judgment." Practice self-care. Taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, and mentally is an important aspect of self-compassion. Make time for activities that nourish and restore you, such as exercising, getting enough sleep, eating nourishing food, and engaging in hobbies that bring you joy. Self-care is a way of showing yourself that you are worthy of love and attention, and it helps you build resilience in the face of life's challenges. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Letting go of past mistakes and forgiving yourself is a vital part of cultivating self-compassion. Instead of holding on to guilt or regret, offer yourself the grace to learn from your experiences and move forward. Remind yourself that everyone makes mistakes, and that these mistakes do not define your worth. Self-forgiveness allows you to release negative emotions and embrace the present moment with a sense of peace. Seek support when needed. Self-compassion also involves recognizing when you need support from others. If you are struggling, reach out to friends, family, or a therapist who can offer guidance, empathy, and encouragement. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, it is a form of self-compassion, as it shows you are willing to take care of your emotional well-being. The transformative power of self-compassion. Self-compassion is a transformative practice that has the power to change the way you view yourself and the world around you. When you approach yourself with kindness, understanding, and patience, you create a solid foundation for personal growth, resilience, and emotional well-being. Self-compassion allows you to embrace your imperfections, face your fears, and pursue your goals with confidence and authenticity. As you continue on your journey of self-discovery, remember that you are worthy of love, care, and respect, no matter what challenges you face. By cultivating self-compassion, you empower yourself to live more fully, embrace your true self, and create a life that aligns with your deepest values and desires. Conclusion. Self-compassion is a vital tool for navigating the complexities of life and supporting your journey of self-discovery. By treating yourself with kindness and understanding, you create a space for growth, healing, and authenticity. In the next chapter, we will explore how designing your life with intention can help you align your actions with your true self and create a fulfilling, purpose-driven life. Chapter 15. Designing your authentic life. Living authentically is one of the most powerful ways to experience a life of fulfillment, joy, and purpose. To design your authentic life is to consciously create a life that aligns with who you truly are, your values, passions, strengths, and desires. It's about crafting a life that reflects your inner truth, free from external pressures or expectations. In this final chapter, we will explore how to design a life that feels true to you, how to set intentional goals, and how to cultivate the mindset and actions necessary to bring your authentic life to fruition. What does it mean to live authentically? Living authentically means being true to yourself, acting in alignment with your deepest values, and pursuing your true passions without fear or hesitation. It's about shedding the masks you've worn to please others and embracing your uniqueness. Authenticity isn't about perfection, it's about embracing all parts of yourself, your strengths, your flaws, your fears, and your dreams, and living in a way that reflects who you truly are. When you live authentically, you feel a deep sense of fulfillment and peace because your actions align with your beliefs. You no longer feel like you are living someone else's life or following a path that doesn't resonate with your soul. Instead, you create a life that reflects your core values, aspirations, and desires. The importance of authenticity in your life. Living authentically is essential for several reasons: inner peace and fulfillment. When you align your actions with your values and passions, you experience a sense of fulfillment and inner peace. You are no longer torn between what you should do and what you want to do. Every decision you make is rooted in authenticity, leading to a deeper sense of satisfaction and purpose. Increased confidence and self-worth. Living authentically strengthens your self-esteem because it reinforces the belief that you are enough just as you are. You no longer feel the need to seek validation from others or mold yourself to fit external expectations. Instead, you embrace your true self, which increases your confidence and self-worth. Stronger relationships. Authenticity fosters deeper, more genuine connections with others. When you are true to yourself, you attract people who resonate with your values and energy. You no longer need to pretend or wear masks in your relationships. Authenticity creates a foundation of trust and mutual respect, allowing for more meaningful and supportive connections. Alignment with your life's purpose. Living authentically brings you closer to your true purpose. When you are in touch with your passions, values, and strengths, you are better able to identify the direction you want your life to take. Authenticity allows you to make choices that are aligned with your deeper purpose, leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. How to design your authentic life. Designing your authentic life requires intention, clarity, and action. It involves understanding your true self, setting meaningful goals, and making choices that reflect your values and aspirations. Here's how you can start. Clarify your values. The first step in designing your authentic life is to clarify what truly matters to you. Your values are the guiding principles that inform your decisions, actions, and relationships. When you know what you stand for, it becomes easier to make choices that align with your authentic self. Take some time to reflect on your core values. What do you value most in life? Honesty, kindness, freedom, creativity, family, personal growth. Write them down and reflect on how your current life reflects these values. Are there areas where you are living out of alignment with your values? This awareness helps you design a life that is more aligned with who you are. Identify your passions and strengths. Your passions and strengths are integral to designing your authentic life. When you engage in activities that bring you joy and align with your talents, you feel more fulfilled and energized. Take time to explore what excites you, what you're naturally good at, and what makes you feel alive. Ask yourself, what activities make me lose track of time? What do I do that brings me a sense of fulfillment and purpose? What skills or strengths do others often appreciate in me? When you integrate your passions and strengths into your daily life, you create a life that feels both purposeful and authentic. Set intentional, aligned goals. Once you have clarity on your values, passions, and strengths, it's time to set goals that reflect them. These goals should be intentional and aligned with your authentic self. Rather than setting goals based on external expectations or societal standards, focus on what you truly want to achieve in life. Ask yourself, what do I truly want to accomplish? How do I want to feel in my career, relationships, and personal life? What is my vision for my life, 5 or 10 years from now? Set goals that excite you and inspire you to take action. Break them down into manageable steps and create a roadmap for how you will achieve them. Remember that your goals should be a reflection of your true self, not the version of yourself that others expect you to be. Embrace change and growth. Designing your authentic life requires embracing change. As you grow and evolve, so will your understanding of what is truly important to you. Be open to letting go of old habits, beliefs, or environments that no longer align with your authentic self. Growth is an ongoing process. You may discover new passions, shift your priorities, or even change your goals as you learn more about yourself. Allow yourself the freedom to evolve and trust that each step you take is bringing you closer to the life you are meant to live. Create a supportive environment. The environment you create, both physically and socially, plays a crucial role in designing your authentic life. Surround yourself with people who support your growth and encourage your true self. Seek out relationships that are based on mutual respect, trust, and authenticity. Additionally, create a physical environment that nurtures your well-being and aligns with your values. Whether it's organizing your space, eliminating distractions, or surrounding yourself with objects that inspire you, your environment should be a reflection of your authentic self. Take action and be consistent. Designing your authentic life is not just about reflection and planning, it's about taking action. Consistently make choices that align with your values and goals. Small, consistent actions create momentum and lead to lasting change. Each day, take at least one step toward your authentic life. Whether it's setting aside time for self-reflection, pursuing a passion, or taking steps toward a goal, consistent action helps you build the life you envision. Overcoming resistance to authentic living. It's normal to encounter resistance when designing your authentic life. Fear, doubt, and external pressures can cause you to second-guess your choices or fall back into old habits. However, resistance is often a sign that you are stepping outside your comfort zone and doing something that aligns with your true self. When you face resistance, remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. Embrace the discomfort, knowing that growth comes from pushing through it. Be gentle with yourself during setbacks and use them as opportunities to learn and grow. The more you persist in living authentically, the stronger your sense of self will become, and the more empowered you will feel to design a life that aligns with your deepest desires. Conclusion. Designing your authentic life is a powerful and transformative process. By clarifying your values, embracing your passions and strengths, setting intentional goals and taking consistent action, you can create a life that truly reflects who you are. The journey to authenticity is ongoing, but it is the most fulfilling path you can take. Trust in yourself, embrace the process, and design a life that is uniquely yours. In the next chapter, we will explore how to continue nurturing and growing the authentic life you've created, so that it continues to evolve and bring you greater fulfillment.